It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Sears Hometown Store, locally owned and operated right here in Mountain Home.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It's Friday,
Whoop.
but it's September 11th, 2020.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We actually had a smile on Bob's face a minute ago.
You better rewind it. It was a mistake.
I'm like, it is morning, and he's got a smile on his face. This going to be a good day.
It's a football Friday.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, September 11th, 2020. It is 7 a.m. Welcome Down on the Corner program. Glad you're with us. Thanks for filling in while I was gone.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah, he should have gone over and changed head gasket with me.
Well, what I did was I laid out Scooter's job description.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's been something that
It's simplified.
It needs to be
Simplified.
something needed to be done over a number of years. But we made it really simple. And you know what it is?
I got one job.
Scooter, your only one job is 3, 2, 1.
Oh, he did more than that. He's overtime today because he did 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, did he?
He
Yeah, I
makes more
went up
money when he
5.
does 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 than 3, 2, 1.
Oh, gosh. You know,
So it's in his contract. You know,
You just can't
he
fix
says if he
stuff.
does 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, he makes more money than 3, 2, 1.
yeah, contract's only as good as the paper it's written.
There's just something wrong.
Down on the Corner is brought to you by your hometown Sears store at 1029 Highway 62 East. And Bob's going to tell us all about it.
They are having the end of the, it's no longer the Labor Day sale. See, now it's the end of the summer sale at Sears.
Okay.
And it'll run through tomorrow, the 11th or the 12th. And appliances, there's some good prices on some appliances, which include washers, dryers, refrigerators, stoves, gas stoves, electric stoves. They still, like everybody else, are having a hard time getting freezers. They have switched from a Craftsman lawn tractor to a Husqvarna lawn tractor.
Switched or added to?
Switched.
Really?
The quality of the Craftsman
He's a
mower
big
is.
Husqvarna fan. He says they're good. I've not used one. Do you
Yeah.
like them?
I've used them. I do like them. I like their zero turns are good. I haven't bought one, but I've used one before. JR says that the quality of the Craftsman lawn tractor has gone down, and he just refuses to sell the junk. You can buy them at the big box store if you want to, but he will not. They
But
won't
see,
cover
now
their
that's the
warranty.
advantage of having the hometown. He can make his own decisions like that.
Exactly right.
There you go.
Looking out for the customer. They do, however, sell a DeWalt tool set over at Sears now that
do they?
they haven't in the past. DeWalt battery powered tools and all the accessories that go with them. Some of those are on sale too for this sale. They cover the Husqvarna weed eaters. They also brought in place of the Craftsman for a alternative to the Husqvarna. They have brought in a pull. I can't say it right. Pull-on.
I call it Poland.
Yeah. And
Poulan, I think.
so you've got some options there if you need to. They also have, and I'll make this pretty quick because I know we're kind of quick on time today. They also have started refurbing trade-ins through J&J Home Repair, which is JR and his wife. And so if you're in a financial crunch and your wash machine goes out, give them a call. They've probably got a used one that they've refurbished there at in-house that they'll be glad to save.
Good.
Awesome.
All right, your hometown Sears store. You can call them at 870-425-3191. Excuse me, location at 1029 Highway 62 East. That's up on the hill behind Wendy's. Same building as Sherman-Williams Paint, out in front of Physical Therapy Connection. Same parking lot as Orscheln's. So your hometown Sears store, locally take two. Your Sears hometown store is locally owned and operated. And it sounds like they're doing a pretty good deal or a pretty good job taking care of everybody, especially that swap on the Husqvarna. You know, he
Yes.
could see the quality drop on the manufacturing of one and bring in another top quality. And Scooter's a big fan of
And
Husqvarna, so you've got
you
good luck
see
on it.
that from somebody like JR, who also does the service work.
Right.
So they see
Oh,
the
good
quality
point.
and what's going down and what's working better.
point.
And if they're going to offer something, they're going to try to offer something that they don't have to do as much service on. If they find something with better quality, like
You're right.
they did with the
Your
Husqvarna.
hometown Sears store, 1029 Highway 62 East. We like to have folks come in from Howell County and Ozark County, Missouri. Come in from Fulton, Marion County, Searcy County. Come visit your hometown Sears store. Come on up and visit your fine hometown Sears store, locally owned and operated right here in Mountain Home. 1029 Highway 62 East.
One quick thing.
Yeah.
They have added a second service vehicle and service tech over there. So
Probably needed.
So the wait isn't near as long as it's been in the past for service work at your home. So there you go.
Sweet.
We got to talk about that again. We love. They do service. I mean,
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's another aspect.
Sales is a big thing, but when you get the sale done,
service
the
after
service
the
is
sale's bigger.
There you go.
Once again, your hometown Sears store right here at Mountain Home, 1029 Highway 62 East. I'm enjoying Brewed Awakening coffee. You can do the same thing. 2 drive-thrus are open and ready to go today. Bomber Boulevard, 62 East Plaza. There's also the lobby at Baxter Regional Hospital. And so follow the guidelines there for the C19 rules and regulations there. But otherwise, 2 locations to serve you Brewed Awakening coffee, the best coffee in town. Talked to Mike not too long ago. He gets the freshest beans. He says, I need some coffee. They grind the beans and ship it. So within 24 hours, he's got the freshest ground beans you can get in Mountain Home at Brewed Awakening Coffee, the very best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. They have the mochas, the lattes, the frappuccinos, and what do you call the foo-foo stuff?
All the
for you.
Foo-foo for you flavors.
Pumpkin spice. When it's hot and muggy, you get pumpkin spice. So check out Brewed Awakening Coffee. 3 locations to serve you, 2 are drive-through, 62 East Plaza by Anytime Fitness, and of course Bomber Boulevard. For the morning prayer today, brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes. With all our respect, there's 29 Roller Funeral Homes in the state of Arkansas, one in Memphis, Tennessee. And let's see, right here we talked to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, or Chris, and can't say enough good things about the Roller Funeral Home people. We put with all our respect on the graphic right there. Scooter's got it on there, but that's how they do business. I mean, it's just amazing people. I could not do what they do.
I'm not interested in doing it. In fact,
Yeah,
I'm
I think
going to try to
all
stay
three
away
of us
from there
would
as
agree to-
absolutely long as
but
possible.
they do it very, very well.
I agree with both of you guys. I couldn't do what they do, but if you ever get a chance to sit down and talk with them, they don't look at what they do as a bad thing. They're there to help people, and that's what I mean. They
get
take
you
a
through a
lot
hard
of
time.
pride
Yeah.
in what they do, and it's really cool to see.
Yep. For the morning prayer, we're going to have a moment of silence to remember those that we lost 19 years ago. This is September 11th, and so we will observe a moment of silence. Scooter, you got the American flag ready?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to be real still. "19 years ago.
I wasn't even thinking about it when you
19
mentioned it
years
this
ago.
morning, and it just kind of didn't cross my mind.
What were y'all doing 19 years ago?
I was on my way to my office over on 9th Street next to Eastside, and I thought it was a spoof, and you wouldn't expect anything like that, and I had all my employees decided that they weren't coming to work because they didn't know what was going on. Don't blame them. I mean, didn't blame them at all.
I remember I was working at a construction company at the time, and we were working everything. Our phones were ringing off the hook, things going on. I remember everything got silent, and it's like, it never happened in my office. And so I walked out and asked the secretary. She said, "You need to look at TV."
We had some guys that were working over in New Jersey at the time, Trenton, New Jersey, in the telecom world, and they were in a total panic, which you could imagine
They were in the
because things were so
backyard right
close.
there,
I mean,
yeah.
they were just right there. We ended up having to send somebody to get them because they could not. There was no air transportation for a long time, so we ended up having to send somebody over, pick them up, and bring them back. Bring them to an airport to where they could actually fly to their home city.
I was local. I was working at the time Harold's Auto Parts downtown when the word came through.
Something that I hope that our children and grandchildren, we've
Yeah.
Scooter's too young to have grandchildren yet, but it's something that I hope we.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy for that. I'm
The dampness
good.
still hasn't dried behind his ears.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
But I really hope that that's something that our grandchildren never have to deal with in their lifetime.
But, and I remember President Kennedy's assassination that day, and that's still very vivid in my
What
memory.
grade were you in?
I hadn't started first grade.
Hadn't started
We
first
didn't have
grade.
kindergarten at the time in St. Clair County, Illinois. So that was November prior to the next year that I would start. I went fall of 1964 to first grade, and that happened November 63.
We lived in a home next to my grandmother in Lyle, Illinois, and back then families stayed pretty close even as they grew. And I remember I was sitting on an ottoman when President Kennedy was assassinated.
Yeah.
That's all I remember about it.
That's all I can remember. Walter Cronkite in that afternoon. That's all I can remember.
I remember Walter Cronkite.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect, they brought the moment of silence for the 9/11 memorial today. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes. Morning weather.
Da, da, da. The weather.
Did you put up with that all
That
the
ain't Gabriel, I can tell you that.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793.
You're paying for that smile.
Retire to Arkansas.net. What are we going to do?
We do not have a morning cam. Apparently,
Well, let's
there's
take a
an
look
issue
at
with the
the
camera.
October shot, the September shot.
I got a still pic of it, but I don't have the camera.
You can check out the White River on retiretoarkansas.net. And White River, of course, separates Marion County and Baxter County looking into Cotter, Arkansas. This is a shot taken about a year or so ago in late September, early October, when the colors are starting to change. Now, you can go to retiretoarkansas.net and check out all the listings, not only by the Z Team, but by Century 21 Lemac Real Estate. And there is a place for the MLS number, the multiple listing service numbers, so you can check out all the listings in this multiple listing service area. The Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, the award-winning Z Team. And for all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793. Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Right now we've got 72 in Mountain Home, 68 at Harrison, 68 at Batesville and Salem, 72 both in Calico and Flippin and Marshall, 68 at West Plains. Around the region, St. Louis is at 70, 69 at Poplar Bluff, 61 in Springfield, and in contrast, Watford City, North Dakota at 43, which is 29 degrees difference between here and there. Not too bad. I've seen it minus 40 there and 55 here, which is, oh my God.
Yeah, we were 72 here the other day, and it was 28 there. So
Are you kidding?
No.
It's funny how they can be so much colder up there, and it's only about 1,400
But
miles
then
up there.
there's times that they're warmer than we
And they're
are.
warmer than us. Yeah, it's crazy. Scattered showers throughout the Midwest. We've got Wyoming, Nebraska, South Dakota, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, and Iowa, with some just light showers, no storms or anything severe. Zoom in on Arkansas a little bit in the east part of the state around Forest City to Newport, along I-40 on I-40, then up Highway 67. Scattered showers around the Morrilton, Russellville area, either side of Highway 64 and I-40. Highway 65 going up into Branson seems to be clear at this time, as well as 62 412 east and west of Mountain Home. You may pick up some scattered showers either side of Mountain Home on 62 412, a little bit around Eureka Springs. And other than that, the interstates are basically clear: 30, 40, 49, 55, 555, and 530 in Arkansas. In Missouri, southern Arkansas, Highway 67 at Poplar Bluff. We got Highway 60 and 160, Highway 65 around Ozark, Branson, and Springfield, a little bit there. Highway 63 at I-44 at Rolla. Then we have Highway 63 all the way up to Jefferson City along I-70. And just scattered showers throughout that region. Moving over into western Illinois, not much going on from Edwardsville, Belleville down to Jonesboro, I-57, 64, and 24 at Cairo. Seem to be in pretty good shape there. National radar, look at this. Very few watches or warning. Of course, you've got the fires going on up in Oregon, Washington, California. Prayers for those folks up there. I don't know how they handle it. But other than that, other than the freeze warnings up in Minnesota and Wisconsin, everybody's behaving themselves pretty good, so not bad at all. High today of 85, 20% chance of showers today. Tonight, 40% tomorrow, high of 84, 85 on Sunday, 82 on Monday, and 81 on Tuesday. Not looking too bad there. We had an accident down here in Pine Bluff that's affecting I-530 at mile marker 45.7. Something I need to point out here at Eureka Springs, they had an emergency maintenance here on State Highway 187 in Carroll County. That's just west of the Harrison area. Both lanes are affected here. Both lanes are closed. Highway 187 maintenance emergency immediate priority by the Arkansas Highway Department. Missouri Department of Transportation, everything's clear there. Highway 201 in Mountain Homes. Highway J in Missouri, still working on the Lick Creek Bridge. If you're visiting the area and you need to go to Missouri, use Highway 5 north to go to Springfield, 101 to Springfield if you need to go up to the St. Louis area. Bull Shoals Lake at 677.30, Norfolk Lake at 563.77. We'll check the index here. Hey, it came up today. 8.3 on your allergies, ragweed, chinnopods, and nettle. 8.3 today, 8 tomorrow. Arkansas coronavirus report coming right up here. We have a total of 812 positive, 142 active, with 663 recovered out of 13,202 tests. We have a .017 active to tested. We have a 17.5 active to positive with an 81.6 recovery rate, with 36 active in Baxter County, 11 in Marion, 15 in Searcy, 54 in Stone, 13 both in Izard and Fulton counties, for a total in the 6-county area of only 142 people active with the virus. We need to take a quick break. Oh, we need to do a quick community calendar, don't we?
Yeah, I got one PSA I'll run through real quick. It's a fundraiser. It's for the Bob Davis Veterans Center. All proceeds go to the Bob Davis Veterans Center. It will be held at 421 East 9th Street here in Mountain Home. They're doing live auction. They got food. They're doing a silent auction raffle, door prizes. There's so much going on. They've got their MC is Jeremy Ray. He's co-host of Ozark Fox AM. He'll be doing the MCing, and they just got a lot of stuff going on. It's for a good cause. Tickets are $20. You can get tickets at So Unique or Baxter Insurance Company.
Operation Christmas Child North Central Arkansas is hosting a Project Leader Workshop Saturday, September 12th from 10 to 1 p.m. at First Free Will Baptist Church at 1306 East 9th Street in Mountain Home. It's a nationwide event sponsored by Operation Christmas Child.
Parking lot bingo, basket bingo at the Van Meter Senior Center. It's a fundraiser for the Senior Center. Reservations are recommended. The deadline to register is going to be September 18th by 4 o'clock. This will happen Saturday the 18th of September at the Van Meter Center. It's open to the public. We'll have more details next week.
Quick break, and Bob and Scooter need to update. We got football at Bomber Stadium tonight, and we got some
just gonna have a
we're going to
quick
take a quick
update with the
break and then
coaches
do that
and come
update
back.
real quick, and then bring the mayor on. Scooter.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we have installed a convenient drive-through window for all your to-go and pickup orders. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and ask us about our daily specials for a low price to feed the whole family. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Did you know when you shop at Sears Hometown Stores, you are supporting your local community? That's right. Your local Sears Hometown Store is locally owned and operated by one of your neighbors. Their store offers the best of what Sears has to offer with the top brands in appliances, tools, and lawn and garden. They also offer great financing options that work no matter what you need. Remember to stop by your local Sears Hometown Store today and support a local member of your community.
Hi, we're Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, and we'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z-Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z-Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
Driftwood Lanes. Fun happens here.
At MSI, they're not just another trash service. They're your friendly, family-owned and operated trash service, providing residential, commercial, and roll-off pickup. MSI offers competitive rates and services 5 counties in the north central Arkansas area. Various dumpster sizes available for commercial and accommodating you with weekly pickup for your convenience. Call Tammy or Kathy today at MSI. MSI Trash Service, small enough to know you and large enough to service you.
We're back with Coach Steve Hillrey from Mountain Home High School. He's the head football coach. Coach, we had some success this week. We suffered a loss at Harrison last Friday, but that's in the past. That's over with. We've learned from it. We'll carry on. We had a nice victory Monday night with the JV team. We had a nice little victory from the 7th grade last night. Suffered a loss with the 8th grade, but the 9th grade went down to Morrilton and beat the Devil Dogs. So we're excited about that.
Yes, we are. It's funny you mentioned. I'm glad you did because I had written everything down this morning before I came over here. But our JV won 38-18. They're sitting on a 2-0 mark, and that's the reason right there we wanted to hire Greg Crow. Knew we had a guy that could score some points. I'd never met Greg, but I'd seen a lot of tape on him.
Where is he from, Coach?
He's from Harrison.
Harrison, okay.
Mm-hmm. And I knew he was going to bring points to the program, and he just does a phenomenal job. Our 7th grade won 6-0, so that puts them at a 1-1 or an 0-1-1 record right now. 8th grade lost, but it wasn't as bad as it looked. It's 22-0, but 2 block punts.
Yeah, you take away two block punts, and one of them was a pick six, and once that happened, it's just hard to stop that.
Yeah, we couldn't really get it going, but our defense didn't play too bad.
No.
For the most part.
Right.
So there's some talent there. I could tell some of the guys were deflated and kind of crushed last night, and we're gonna have to find a way to get them on a winning track and generate some offense.
And one thing I noticed about the 8th grade coaches, they're not dropping them deep passes on them 8th grade defensive backs.
Yeah, they. I think we're pretty solid on defense.
Yep,
we're good enough on defense to stay in the game. We're gonna have to generate some points. And told Coach Crow last night on his bus ride home, I said we're gonna have to give those guys a little more loving and get them a little stronger.
Yeah.
And our freshmen won 40-6 last night at Morrilton, or 40-14 at Morrilton last night.
You know, you take a trip that far and that early in the season and go down and beat a team like Morrilton. That's a well-respected team in their area for sure. And if you can take a 9th grade team down there and make that travel, you've done something.
Well, I'm telling you, he's in their head. Coach Crow's in their head. He's going to get them traveling right. He's going to get them working hard, and he's going to get the job done. And you know, we're going to start winning at our lower levels, and it's going to trickle on up. That's kind of the game plan.
What are we looking at tonight?
Nettleton's coming in. It's senior night. We're going to recognize our seniors. They're 1-1. They've played 2 close games. They're probably averaging 31, 32 points a game, right around there. Mm-hmm. We got to be better than that on defense. Offensively, they're not the same Nettleton team they was last year. They're more of a power run game, not so open with it.
Which would be tough for them to bring that to our house because we've got a good run defense.
I hope we do. I really hope we do. I went into last week and I told the kids, I said we got to withstand the first 3 series and not get some long balls dropped on us and slow Coach Wells down and get him to run on the football and nickel and diming us. And I said we can't give up the big one. And man, we sure did. We gave up the big one.
Here's
right
one
off the
thing
bat.
that you said last Friday that stuck with me through the whole TV broadcast. Coach Wells is known for loading the pocket, loading the run game, and dropping that bomb. And he did it to us 3 times.
Yep.
You know, we took notice, or the state took notice. Hooten's Arkansas football and the people that do the rankings took notice of Mountain Home Bombers last week because that game was not a blowout like they expected it to be against us. And they even said in Hooten's football magazine, or the sports writer afterwards said, if you take away a few mistakes from those Bombers, this is a totally different game. It's the first time I've seen Mountain Home beat Harrison and drop in their rankings. Mountain Home getting beat by Harrison, and then Harrison's dropped in their rankings after that game. And I have to commend the team and commend the coaching staff. That was a good stance. Like they say, pull away a few different plays that burn us on there, and this is a totally different game.
That's what we have to do is just eliminate some mistakes.
Yeah, can't play coulda, woulda, shoulda. You've got to go forward, drop that, it's done. It's Harrison's over. Nettleton's the opponent this week, and you feel like you're ready for him? You
know, from a coaching standpoint, I know our coaches have our guys prepared. I know that without a doubt. We was talking yesterday. You know, we addressed the team. You know, part of the preparation though was them getting prepared watching tape and doing the things they have to do on their time. And I don't know that we're doing that. You know, parents, you got to make your kids watch tape.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's preparation that the good teams do. You know, they're prepared. They know what their opponent looks like. They know what they're going against. And we're still not where we need to be as far as player preparation, I think. Coaching preparation, we're ready to go.
There is a minimum of a 10-week window that from football season when it starts that those kids are not a student from 8 to 3. If they're playing football, they need to be watching those tapes as soon as they get home after practice. Take a little initiative on their own to do the little things extra. Watch that huddle film. Watch your position. Go back and watch what the mistakes you made last week. And for that 10-week period, they need that extra effort. And their parents need to encourage that.
Oh, you're 10 weeks and you have to be a football player.
Yeah.
Not the best boyfriend. I could be the worst boyfriend or the worst fiance or the worst husband in the world right now because it's football season.
I've been 25 years as press box coach, and my wife has known she's a widow from the first game to the last game.
But when you're a football player, these 10 weeks, yeah, you have to be a football player. It's like going to the Army or whatever, and you isolate yourself with your team, and you have to be all in.
Did we suffer any injuries at the Harrison game?
No, we're healthy. We're really healthy, and which makes for a good showing tonight. We don't have anybody out.
You know, that's another thing that I've had people comment to me after watching. We had 9,000 plus views of that football game last week, and we're excited as a station. We're excited about that. But I've had so many people, even last night going into the game, talk to me about we didn't see anybody go down with cramps with the Bombers. And in years past, that's been a big problem.
We've been glorified being on the sidelines. This is what I've been told around here. We're not going to be glorified being on the sidelines anymore. We're going to be glorified on the field, getting it done, winning football games. So
this is Coach Steve Area, head football coach for Mountain Home Bombers. Coach, we appreciate you coming in, doing a weekly update with us. I did want to hit that Yellville Summit is playing at home tonight against Corning, and they're coming off of a big win last week off at Two Rivers, and we wish them the best of luck too. Anything else you needed to say today? Then we need to cut it and let the mayor come in.
No, I'm good. Come out tonight. We're trying to shock the world around here, and everybody be here. And
some tickets still available that can be picked up.
As far as I know, I should have checked with Miss Benita yesterday, and I did not.
There was some as of yesterday.
There was some as of yesterday. Yes. If you can't get to the stadium, which is the best place in the world to watch football, watch it right here on XL7 TV. We'll have it play-by-play. Pregame starts at 6:30 tonight. Senior night. We'll honor all the seniors we can.
You bet.
Coach, we appreciate you coming in.
Thanks for having me.
We'll take a break. Thank you.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because I don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
Did you hear that? He just lost money. He did 3-2-1 instead of 5-4-3-2-1.
Yeah, I just lost a couple bucks.
Way to go, Forrest.
The mayor's here, Hillrey Adams. How you doing?
Who's that? No.
Doing great this morning. Feels like fall out there today.
Oh, yeah. That humidity's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how you been? Good to see you.
Hey, glad to be back. I don't know if I want to follow that football coach that was just here, though. Strangely enough, I have some notes, and one of the first things I wanted to talk about today was how great those Bombers looked last Friday night.
I figured you'd
at Harrison. I watched that game with you guys, and it was. I never felt like they were absolutely out of it last week, and so that was a great job those kids did.
When it
those
gives,
coaches
and Bob
did.
needs to relate to this, when it gives the fans that good feeling, that changes that whole persona.
Absolutely right. And we had fans, and I'm not going to steal your time, Mayor, I promise, but we had fans from the U.S. Virgin Islands, people from Washington State, people from Chicago, people in Orlando. Logged in watching that game. And I was pleasantly surprised to see that the mayor of Mountain Home was watching from his house.
I even answered one of your questions.
And you did.
I don't know if I answered it right, but Bob asked his question, and so I'm doing using that Google encyclopedia there, and I gave him an answer.
You did pretty quick.
Fairly quick.
We do need a donation, though. Maybe you could help us out. Can we get some wasp spray?
Hey, now, full disclosure, I had a full can in my car. I don't have a concealed carry, but I do carry a 25-foot wasp spray.
But, whether it be football, soccer, baseball, basketball, strong athletic programs, and the community being behind those, that does nothing but help a community get better. And I'm very excited about what the Mountain Home School Board has done in bringing this coaching staff in here, and it's not going to get fixed overnight, but it didn't break overnight either. And so I think give these guys some time, and we're going to see a change on Friday night around here.
Well, and then let's change the attitude of the fans. Let's not, it was like you were saying when we were sitting over there, it was so good to see the fact, you don't know this, when you were on with the coach, he was saying it was so good to see Mountain Home staying head to head.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch it. I was in Murfreesboro, Tennessee doing some other things.
Well, don't forget, tonight they got Nettleton coming town. First home game, go honor the seniors this year on opening night, which is different. Probably a good move to make in the current environment we're in. But come out and support those kids tonight. I know it means a lot to them when they look up and they see a good crowd of folks out there supporting them. And that's great for the community to see that happen.
It's just we've got so many good positive things going on, and to see the program pick back up, the Bombers will be successful.
Oh, yeah.
It may not be 100% this year, but wait till next year.
Well, I'll tell you what, from what I've seen so far, if I was a Bomber football player, I'd be doing my job, because that little guy that was right here before me, I don't want that man on me. I can promise you, he's doing his job, and he's preparing that coaching staff. And
that's hilarious. Yeah.
You better be doing your job, and if you'll do your job, I think good things we'll see some good results from it.
Well, you've got a notepad full of stuff down there.
Dude, I do. I brought some, for the, again, second month I've been here. We were here to talk about a over 14% increase in sales tax revenue. Over 14% increase in sales tax revenue. That's 2 months in a row. The months of May and June.
So this is July's report coming in?
No, this was June. We just got in August.
Okay.
When we got August, that was for June. 2 months in a row. We've never had that like that. So
I hope this stays. I hope it don't drop below.
We're every time we get that and we open up that envelope with that number in it, there's a lot of anxiety with it. When's the shoe gonna fall? But we'll take 14% anytime we can get it. We'll take any kind of positive number, but 14% is unheard of, and that's great for us at the city. That means a couple of things, and we don't have a way to know exactly where that's from, but all indications are a lot of it's from, we've had a very, very busy tourist season.
That's good.
Very busy tourist season. I had an opportunity here about a month ago to start out one morning at Jordan Marina, and we went from Jordan to Quarry to Tracy, right on up to Buzzard Roost and the Cranfield, and visited with all the dock owners that day about the Baxter Summer Concert Series. And every boat dock owner was talking how great this year's been for them. Yeah. A lot of people have come to this area because they weren't going to a beach, they weren't going on a cruise, they weren't doing this or that. But then a lot of the local people stayed right here instead of going somewhere. Tourist season, this has been a great tourist season for us. Good. That just, most of it, last weekend being Labor Day, traditionally that kind of starts slowing down.
In
some
summer,
schools back in. But it's been an absolute great number. Then, besides the tourists, now that we're collecting that online sales tax, we don't know how much of it's coming from there.
A lot, because I'm online.
But a lot of it is. And so we're very, very thankful at the city that we're seeing those type numbers right now, for sure.
Bob, what you got?
Mayor, just for clarification, when you say a 14% increase, over what time period? Is that over the previous month or the last year?
Over same
just for
period
clarification.
So it's year to date?
Yeah, same period. Year to date, we're between 8 and 9% ahead of where
overall.
we were last year. Overall. Yeah.
But what the numbers that you just gave is
that was
14% over June of of last year.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So where were we last year? Were we still up?
Oh yeah, we were still up. Our sales tax collections are really doing well around here.
Awesome.
And we want to keep that going that way, and we're very thankful for that right now, and are certainly hoping that continues for the city right here.
Trying to figure out how to ask a dumb question here, which doesn't come too hard.
Well, just don't ask it. You might get a dumb answer.
This much money, and last year you're like 8% up, now you're 14, 15%. That what you need and the profit.
The 14% number, keep in mind that's over that same month last year. Year to date, we're about 8%, 8 to 9% ahead of where we were this time last year. So those numbers right there, you know, we budget each year. The city budget is based on what we project that revenue is going to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So now we've actually got a little bit more than we thought we were going to have. And, you know, the smart thing for us to do at this time is to not spend that. You know, put some of that aside for a rainy day, start storing some of that, you know, and putting that aside, because it's not always going to be like this. We know that. And so we need to start, you know, preparing some of that and pushing some of that over in the corner. Yeah. But it also gives us a chance to do some things we haven't been able to do around here in the past, and look at some projects that, you know, now we might can do some of those. So
well, another dumb question though. Let's say you need I'm pull a figure, $1 million a month, and you see you get 1.25 million, 1,250,000. That extra 250 is profit.
Well, it's not profit. That's you could say it that way if you want to. It's extra income.
So how do you handle
non-attached income?
It's not appropriated
and
money.
Would be unexpected.
Yeah, it's unexpected.
So how do you handle that? I mean,
well, you know,
can you carry
we
over?
gotta, and Bob knows from having been up there on the council before. You budget each year, and you plan for certain revenue and expenses, but you also got a long wish list of things and projects that need to be done in the city. You got equipment that's needed in, you know, the various departments and stuff. So you always have a need for that. But the smart thing for us to do is look at those additional needs and, okay, prioritize those. Could we go ahead and buy a rock hammer this year for an excavator or a backhoe, or do we need to wait for that for next year? Maybe we could buy an extra a piece of equipment or something like that, or do we just need to put it aside and save it? You know, so those are things that the council's faced to do, and we have to make those type decisions. You know, just this week, you know, we got a lot of rock in Baxter County. You can't go anywhere up here without finding that. We've got a project going up off the hospital there by Medical Plaza. You know, we just rebuilt Long Street around the hospital and brought it out to Barnett. We've done part of Barnett up to the hill there at Booker. We're going to do the rest of Barnett all the way down to Medical Plaza. But right now we're doing a job on Medical Plaza to get ready for that. And we've hit the mother of all rocks in Baxter County. And the rock hammer we had laid down on us. So we had to buy a new rock hammer. One of those is, you know, $50,000. But we have to have that hammer in Baxter County if we're going to do anything to do with the road, water, and sewer lines. You have to have that. So in this case, your question about that extra money that's coming in,
that could be appropriate.
We can go get that piece of equipment now. We don't have to wait till next year, and we can go ahead and go get that, and we can continue that job. So there's a lot of little things like that come along during the year.
So I'm trying to is that the road?
Medical Plaza there by Dr.
Is that the pond
Burnett Croom and
right there by
clinic?
in Medical Plaza there by Ungerank and.
Well, it's past Ungerank. It's down the bottom of the hill. It goes in there by what used to be Frank Bailey's law office.
Right.
And
so it's the one that curves around the pond there.
Yeah.
And comes
out there. We got a project going up the hill there, doing some drainage work towards the hospital. We're going up the hill with a little job there that we have to do before we can do the rest of the road. So
you're going to hospital?
You know where Brooks Jeffrey is?
Yeah. Where it used to be.
Yeah.
Brooks Jeffrey used to be. That's Medical Plaza, but it winds all the way around down by Lincoln Parade and Groom.
Because then we used to line up there for parades for like
You lined up on Beard Drive.
On Beard, okay.
Beard.
The overflow
went
to
up the top
Plaza.
of the hill.
Now, which one was Long? Is that what goes down?
Long goes behind the hospital. It came out of the Broadmoor.
Right there in the hill.
Where the hospital built their new parking lot at, on the backside, that's Long Street back there.
It's Long and Bordeaux and back where Mr. Nelson lives, back at Razorback. That
comes out
that's
there
all
by the
comes right
hospice
Yeah,
house right
yeah,
there.
okay.
Long Street, yeah.
Boy, a lot of things going on.
But it is.
But it's good to have that
pretty big.
increase to get those extra projects
It
done.
gives you an opportunity to do some stuff. But the
You know, we
main
had the
thing-
fire marshal on earlier
Yeah.
this week while Dale was gone, and he made mention of how much impact that public service works tax.
Oh, that public
has
safety
done.
tax.
And that was what, a penny?
No,
Or
it's
one-
3/8.
That's a 3/8. Oh my gosh, you get that much done with the 3/8.
And it's going to probably, at the way things are going right now, keep our fingers crossed, it could hit $2 million this year. The collections on that.
Just
Well,
that
that'd be
public
12
service
shot.
tax.
And
Do
it's
what?
dedicated
Just the
towards
public service tax.
that
Yeah,
public
yeah.
safety tax, and it's
Safety tax,
dedicated
that's what-
towards the police and fire department, which this year, for the first time, and I do not know how long, and Bob, you may remember from when our days on the council together, we always struggled to have all the police officers that we needed. I'm talking if we were authorized 20, we struggled to have 20. You know, we might could afford 18, but we're always short. This year, not only did we reach the number we're supposed to have, but we added 2 additional patrol officers. I don't remember that being done in
I
a
don't
long time. So we
I
increased.
know, I got pulled over.
We increased the number of officers we got on the street. We've upgraded a lot of cars and stuff. You know, they don't have near as many running around with baling wire and duct tape on them now as we had at one time.
Oh, I tell you what,
So
I
we've
tell you, I thought
upgraded
Anheuser-Busch was the largest manufacturer of exhaust products for a
We've
while.
got a lot of equipment upgrades.
Yeah.
And additional people, and we're looking at some more things there for 21.
But these are good, positive
Yes.
changes.
We got a new SRO.
And
We do?
yes,
Who-
we do.
really?
Yeah,
Canine.
yeah.
Who?
It's a canine.
The canine. Mhm.
A new SRO canine.
And
You're
then
kidding.
we've also, on the fire side of the house, we replaced a rescue truck that was bought when we were on the council.
Yeah, we
back
talked
in
about that the other
96.
day.
We replaced that. We replaced a pumper last year. We've replaced a brush fire truck.
Got a new ladder truck coming.
Got a new a ladder truck coming next year sometime. So all of those are things that, you know, that public safety tax we would not be doing without that. I can promise you that right there. That would not be happening.
The
So
citizens of Mountain Home that voted that in need to be proud of what they've done because it's going to make such an impact on our whole community.
it does, and we have to.
Well, we failed to realize when Travis Dover approached me, I was still doing Mountain Talk Radio. Here's what surprised me. He said, what's the population of Mountain Home? I said, I don't know, 12,500. What's on the sign? 12, 15,000? No. What's the population of Mountain Home right now? What time is it? Okay, just 10 before 8. When Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, everybody's ready to go, not COVID-19 year, the hospital, the university, the library, the box stores, the restaurants. You could be talking 43,000 plus people depending on the time of year it is. Between now, you take Memorial Day to Labor Day, you could have 70,000 in this area.
We have to be able to, and that public safety tax, and you mentioned Travis, and he was a key person in getting that started, and,
Yeah.
and a lot of people were involved in it, but that was something that Travis was very much involved in. His work is, very appreciated for what he did to get that started. But being able to have adequate services in the police
Well,
and
yeah.
fire side of the house is very key
Yeah.
to the growth of a community. You know, people look at that, new businesses look at that
But
type
then
of stuff when they
again,
come
let's go back and look. When Bob had the coach on, we're talking about the positives of last week's game. That brings good positive. The persona of people. Yeah, we're getting better.
Yeah.
Now look what you're doing here. You've got the money to do things with.
We do.
And that helps. That
and we can
changes the
have-
whole morale of the city.
And we can actually have some police cars and some fire
right.
trucks that'll get where they need to get to and not lay down on the side of the road on the
Hey,
way.
tow truck, come pick this police
They'll
car to the
start
right, right?
when the time comes to start and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So those are things that are great, and we cannot thank the people of Mountain Home enough for that right there. But hey, Bob or Dale,
Yeah.
it's not. I mean, the people of Mountain Home voted that in, but guess what? every one of those tourists that's been here all summer long
pays for
they
it.
pay for
There
it.
you go. That's
It's
the advantage
not
of a
just
sales
that
tax.
person that lives on.
It's not the total tax burden on us. Yeah.
Lawrence Street or Tipton Loop or
Yeah.
Spring
Yeah.
Park. I mean, it's all those people that were here all
You are
summer long
correct.
pay that for us.
Yep.
So that
That's a
is
good
a
thing.
great source of revenue that we got.
Scooter's itching over here. Hit that button for commercials. So
Yeah,
we better
well,
take a
he
break.
can hit all the buttons he wants. We're on roll.
We got work to do.
Yeah, we're on roll now. You can do these commercials later.
We'll be right back.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. Oh, there she is, Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox. Safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. Four-wheel suspension. Handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work and deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
$7.53. I got a Yogi Berra quote from baseball we can use for football. Football is 90% mental. The other half is physical.
The other half, yeah. You know, Mary, we were talking about that public safety tax and the increase in tax revenue. That allows Mountain Home as a city, in your office as a whole, to be proactive on things instead of being reactive to problems.
Yeah.
Good point. Yep.
That is an exciting thing that we didn't have back in the late 90s.
We didn't. We've never had that. And so that lets us do some stuff now. And, you know, hopefully when I come back next month, we've got some things that we're doing that are in the planning process that we can talk a little bit more about in both of those departments right there. But, you know, it's planning is what it is. It's thinking ahead, you know. We've still got some of the same infrastructure around here that we had in 1996 when you and I were on the council together. And if we don't start a plan now, and we don't say in the next 10 years we won't be here or 15 there, we're not ever going to have a plan. We need to have a plan. And now we got, with that public safety tax, at least on the fire and police side, we could take that 1.8 to $2 million that it could generate this year, and we could say we're going to put part of that over here in the kitty. And in 5 years, we're going to use that money to improve a facility or add a facility or whatever we want to do. We hadn't had that luxury in the past.
It does not hurt to have a
exactly
rainy day
right.
fund. That's for sure.
It doesn't, and we need that, but I think it's real important that we start looking at planning for the future.
So now if we have a good, let's park COVID-19 at December 31st and we come back in 2021 and things are really good. We have a good economy, say the stock market stays strong. Then we have a good tourist season. The water recedes to a normal level. You know, we're almost there in Bull Shoals, Norfolk Lake. We get the campgrounds back in. We have one more good tourist season in 21 and 22. We'll be sitting pretty.
Yeah. Yep. We will be. Let's shift gears just a little bit.
Sure.
Still along that same line. We know there's an election coming up here in early November. And I've had an opportunity in the last month to have 2 different meetings with the director of RDOT. The new director, her name is Lori Tudor. She took over for Scott Bennett and her staff. We made a trip to Little Rock. We had a visit with Lori down there. We talked a lot about issue 1 that's on the ballot, and that's the continuation of the half-cent sales tax for roads. It's not a new tax. We're not going to ask you for another half penny. That tax was voted on in 2012. It sunsets in 23. And all we're trying to do, RDOT,
is continue
that. We need that bad.
Yeah.
And so we went down and met with her. We talked about issue 1. We talked about the plan they have if that tax continues, and the work on Highway 412, which is very important to us around here. We've got to have work on 412. We got some stuff going on Highway 5 South right now, but we need a lot of work on. There's $100 million in that plan committed to Highway 412 improvements between Black Rock, Arkansas, and Bellefonte. Now, they don't have exactly which segments of that planned out yet, but we met with her and her staff in Little Rock. Yesterday, she had those same people here in Mountain Home. And so we were very thankful that they took the time to come up. We had an opportunity to meet with her and those folks yesterday morning, and we talked some more about 412.
412 right now has been worked on at Light, Arkansas.
It's worked on a lot of places. What we have to do is get the word out. And here's something I wanted to talk about a little bit this morning on issue 1. If we lose issue 1, and that's not continued, it will cost Baxter County Road and Bridge about $630,000 a year. But that's Baxter County.
That come out of that.
The city of Mountain Home, it will cost approximately $300,000 a year that we lose. That's basically the money we spend each year on doing overlays in the city. So we need that money to continue so that we can continue to make the improvements. One of the things that we've talked with her about, and we're looking at a project called a shared project or a partner project, and that's on 9th Street between College and the bypass. We need some help from the highway department at the Hicks Creek Bridge in doing that. But we want to take 9th Street and 3-lane it from where it stops there at College at the Bob Davis Veterans Center. And we want to go south to the bypass. So that's a partner project with RDOT, and they're in the process now determining if we can make that happen in a shared agreement. Let's shift gears again real quick. This transmission's good. The Baxter Summer Concert Series. Tomorrow night, I think tonight's the last Friday night that the Chamber puts on. We have 2 more Saturday events. Tomorrow night we got a group called Blacktop Mojo. You're going to see anything from Southern Rock to country there and maybe a few things in between. Really good group going to be here tomorrow night. Everything will kick off somewhere around 7 o'clock down there at Hickory Park at the Baxter Summer Concert Series. Fast forward 2 weeks, September 26th, little bitty short guy, about the same height as Coach Airy that was here a while ago, from Poyen, Arkansas, by the name of Justin Moore, will be here. So that's a great event coming up, and we're very thankful for the support of the community down there this year.
We've stuffed 10 pounds of potatoes in a 5-pound bag. We got to go. See you Monday.
All right.